Evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Today we have a fantastic gathering of 8 colleges, very diverse range of US colleges with us. The group is called Virtu-8, and they've been making headlines all over Zoomland over the past few months. And also, it's interesting to see friends from admission side present on topics as to how you can compare and contrast admission policies, especially during times of COVID. I'm sure there are so many questions and concerns. I'm not going to ask questions right away, but I'd want each college representative to introduce their college, introduce themselves. So the host, I am technically the host, but I'd want Brandy to lead this conversation going forward. So over to you, Brandy. I'd love to know more about Rollins, how things are changing this year in general, and then you can introduce the rest of the Virtu-8 group.
Hi, yes, thank you, Arjun. I'm actually going to just talk about a little bit how this came to be. So Virtu-8 is formed of 8 wonderful universities that are based all over the world, different parts of the United States, California, Florida, and then we also have Northwestern in Qatar. And so we are all colleagues and friends that have been traveling together for many, many years. And then when COVID hit, this platform just sort of evolved, and we decided to become a team so we could travel virtually and go on the road together. And it has been a wonderful experience. We're going to allow each university to showcase their presentation, and then at the end we'll allow for, well, actually, since this is being live streamed, there's no question and answer, but normally there would be question and answer at a virtual fair. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Chapman University. Or no, sorry, to Duolingo English test.
Hello. Thank you for spending some time with us today. My name is John, and I work for the Duolingo English test. So when it comes time for you to apply to one of these great 8 universities, you'll need to prove your English proficiency, and we are one of the best options for that. Reason being is that we are a convenient test, so it's available online, on demand, any time of the day. So there are hundreds of people taking the test right now as we speak. It's a fast test, so the test only lasts about an hour, and then you'll receive your results within 48 hours or 2 days. Test is, of course, very comprehensive. Not only do you get the test, but you also get to record a video interview, and have a small writing sample that the universities will get to see. And most importantly, it is affordable. It is only a $49 test. And most importantly within that is that it is free to share your results with institutions. So to get started to take the test, you will need a camera on your laptop or a computer with a forward-facing camera. You can go to the next slide there, Brandy, for me. You will then, of course, need an hour to take the test. You need a quiet, well-lit room. You need to be the only person in that room. And then you also need a government-issued photo ID. You can go online to see exactly which universities accept our test. In addition to these 8 wonderful universities, around 1,300 colleges in the U.S. accept our test for English proficiency. And if you'd like to find out more, you can go online to see what universities accept the test, or you can test for free. Thank you so much. I'll pass it off to Chapman.
Okay, so I don't really know if Chapman is able to make it this morning, but go ahead and go through. We can come back if they're able to make it. So the next university is Johnson and Wales.
Great, thank you, Brandy, and sorry for Chapman. Hopefully, we can get them in here. They just you can't hear them. My name is Johnson. I'm the Director of International Admissions for Johnson Wales University. I'm one of 2 we're going to be meeting today, so hopefully we get you a little bit confused. Keep you on your toes. Johnson Wales is different than most universities, and the first thing that makes it is that we have 2 campus locations in the U.S. We're located in Providence, Rhode Island, and Charlotte, North Carolina. We're a medium-sized university with about 12,215 students on all of our campuses. In the next slide, you'll notice that we also offer an upside-down curriculum. What that means is from day one, as soon as you arrive to campus, you begin taking classes related to your major. So throughout your 4 years at Johnson & Wales, you'll be taking major-related classes at the same time that you're taking your English, your math, your history, your science. Students tend to like this because whenever they're taking major-related classes, they're taking classes related to something that they're interested in. So they tend to do better. They're engaged and they get better grades in their classes. So everyone's happy about that. We have 78 different countries represented on campus. We have alumni from 127 different countries. So we're definitely an international university. Our average class size is 21 students per class, but you could be in a class with as many as 5 students. It's probably going to be a major related class, so we definitely have small class sizes at the university. We focus on experiential education, and we do that through career coaches, professional development skills, career fairs, internships, co-ops. We used to do a lot of this stuff in person, but now it's happening virtually, remotely, hybrid programs. The key here is to get you experience in your field of interest so that whenever you're looking for a job, hopefully you've already made some networks, some contacts, and it's easier for you to get that job. And once you have the job, it's easier for you to know exactly what you need to do. In the next slide, you'll see that we have over 80 different majors in 6 areas of study: arts and sciences, business, food innovation and technology, engineering and design, health and wellness, hospitality management. Some of our most popular majors tend to be your traditional business programs like accounting, advertising, entrepreneurship, fashion merchandising, marketing. But we also have unique programs like equine studies, which is horses, bacon and pastry, culinary arts, applied food science, culinary science and product development, dietetics, exercise science, biology, adventure sports, sustainable tourism management, and hospitality, to name a few. The admissions process to the university is very simple, very easy. All you have to do is you apply online through our website or through the Common App. It's a free admissions application, so you don't have to pay an application fee. You would upload your high school transcripts as well as your English proficiency. That's it. With that, we're able to make an admissions decision and a scholarship decision. So you don't even have to apply for a scholarship. You don't have to tell us that you're looking for a scholarship. All you have to do is apply for admission. Based on your grades that you uploaded, we automatically qualify you for that scholarship. Our scholarships range anywhere from $6,500 a year all the way up to $21,000 a year. And these are renewable for up to 4 years of study at Johnson & Wales. We are 100% test optional, so we do not require the SAT. We do not require an essay, and the deadlines to apply are November 1st for early action, March 1st for regular admission. And for our English proficiency with Duolingo, we're requiring a 105. If any of this sounds of interest to you, please visit our website. And now my colleague from Lynn University will take it away.
Hello and welcome to the presentation on Lynn University. I'm Renee Loaiza. I'm the Director for International Admissions here at the university. Lynn is a small private university. We're located in the beautiful city of Boca Raton here in South Florida. We are surrounded by 3 major cities. One is Miami, which is about an hour away, and the other 2 are West Palm and Fort Lauderdale. I share this with you because these are 3 major airports that are nearby and to where students and families can travel to. It is also a hub for several industries: finance, tourism, fashion, music, sports. So these are all offer plenty of activities, both for social interaction, also for career development here in the city. As far as campus, we are in a beautiful 123 acres, residence halls. Everything that students need is right here. Right now with COVID, we do have precautions, both in the classroom and outside of the classroom, but about 70% of our students are taking our program on ground and the rest are taking the program virtually. Boca is a very calm, safe city, and we have at the university been ranked #1 in the universities in the south part of the United States as a university with the highest percentage of international students. In my next slide, you're going to see that what this means for a university of 3,300 students, because we do offer undergrad and graduate programs. Our undergrad population is the focus of the university, 2,700 students, and we have 97 countries represented. We really take pride in that because everything that we do at the university really does consider this 20% of students that come from all over the world. And our students from 47 states that come to Lynn really come for that vibe that an international landscape offers them. It's a really global dialogue that happens in the classroom. And with dialogue, I do want to turn over to the next slide because dialogue is the core curriculum that we offer here at the university. Our dialogues of learning is the core. This means that all students are prepared to be leaders in no matter what college they're in. We have 6 different colleges. Our most popular college is the College of Business. And in here, international business, sports management, cybersecurity, healthcare management. These are some of the most popular majors. Our College of Communication and Design also offers majors in computer animation, digital art, design. And these are majors that students participate in using the highest technology available for students in that area. We also have a 3-year program that is offered in most of the majors, but it does offer students who are focused and really ready to go on and reach that next level, whether it's a master's program or to go in the professional workplace. It offers them a 3-year program where they can graduate early. We are an iPad-powered learning school. That means that all students receive an iPad and their books are loaded in there, which means a cost savings. But really, the most important part is the ecosystem that comes with that iPad. And that means that the books have digital links to updates that faculty provide, and they can do on a semester basis, on a weekly basis, to really relate what students are learning to the world of today. We don't believe in lectures. We believe that faculty is providing students really the how to apply what they're learning in the world of today. Finally, the outcomes that we're looking for is for students to reach in the next slide, you'll see some of the names where where our students are really receiving the opportunity for having 2 to 3 work-related experiences before they graduate so that they have the opportunity to build a resume. You see on the slide some of the top employers and internship providers, but we also offer global internships as well as internships that are available throughout the United States. Our career internship office works with the International Student Office to tailor what the student wants to do. And for the class of 2019, over 92% of our graduates were employed or went on to graduate schools within 1 year of graduation. With that, I thank you for your attention, and I'm going to pass it over to my colleague from Northwestern in Qatar. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Renee, and hello, everybody. My name is Fred Silva, and if you're counting, I am Fred number 2 from the group. I'm going to be talking a little bit about Northwestern, but most specifically, I'm going to be focusing the information that I share with you today with our international campus, which is located in the capital city of Doha in Qatar. You're going to see on the next slide a little introduction about what we offer here. If you're familiar with Northwestern, you'll recognize it as a highly regarded institution, not only in the U.S., but all over the world. We're located originally about 20 minutes north of Chicago in the U.S., but what you may not know is that Northwestern has an international campus, and that's actually where I'm talking to you guys from right now. I work here in Qatar. I live here, and work with the students that are applying to this particular campus. In here, we have a very unique setting. We're one of 6 American institutions located in Qatar. We all come together to share a beautiful campus, and we share resources that are going to make your student experience much richer in here. So, for example, we offer 2 particular majors that you can actually take at Northwestern. One being in communication, and the other being in journalism and strategic communication. So areas from those 2 programs are anywhere from film to media industry and technology to broadcasting to media management to advertising to marketing, public relations, journalism. So all of those types of programs are part of that. But if you like to actually enhance your education and take courses in addition to what we offer, you can actually do so by going to one of the other institutions, one of the other American institutions that are located in here, then you can take courses there to make your particular academic experience quite unique. So there's not a lot of places in the world where you could be at Northwestern in the morning and at Cornell in the afternoon, for example. And it does also allow us to keep our student body small, keep up personal connections, which is something that we like a lot. And being an international location, we also tend to have a huge attraction point for students that are globally minded and that are coming here. So you see from the map in there that even though we have a little less than 500 students, we have over 60 countries represented. And almost, basically everybody is an international student. Everybody's actually speaks different languages and come together to learn that way. The next slide is going to talk a little bit about the admissions. Basically, the only thing that I'm going to highlight here is the fact that we are part of the common application, and you apply to Northwestern Qatar, and we evaluate your application here. You can still go and spend a semester in our campus in the U.S. if you like, but it allows you to basically apply to Northwestern twice. If you like to apply to the one in the U.S. in our campus here, you can do so. When you graduate, you're going to get the exact same degree as if you had gone to the U.S. and gone to our campus. We are still part of Northwestern. We're not a different institution that way. The last slide and the last information that I'll mention to you today is that we're fortunate to be a need-blind institution and one that actually meets 100% of your full financial demonstrated need. So in the application process, basically, you're going to be sharing some information about your finances. We're not going to consider them for admissions, but we will certainly make sure that we cover your full costs once we complete the application and you're admitted, to make sure that we can make Northwestern a reality for you. Thank you so much, and we will go back to Florida, to Rollins.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ed Bustos, and I'm the Director of International Admission at Rollins College. That picture that you see on your screen is our campus. Rollins has been voted one of the most beautiful campuses in the United States. We're also the oldest college in the state of Florida. We were founded in 1885, so that makes us about 130 plus years old. We are located in Orlando, Florida, so we are 35 minutes away from the happiest place in the world, Walt Disney World. And yes, our students do go on the weekends. They get season passes, and they actually even go after class sometimes as well. And from our campus, you can actually see the buildings of downtown Orlando. We are considered a small campus. The total student population is about 3,200 students, but the undergrad population coming from high school is about 2,000, which means your typical classroom size will be anywhere from 14 to 17 students, and our policy at Rollins is that no class will be larger than 30. And before we move on to the next slide, weather. Temperature is very important to us. Our average temperature year-round is about 22 degrees Celsius. So we do have nice temperature year-round, but I would say sometimes we do have a couple cold days. When you add it all up, it could be 3 weeks of winter, and it's a rough winter when we have about 4 weeks. Next slide. On this slide, you're going to be able to see all of our majors. We offer 38 majors at Rollins, and the ones are highlighted in white are probably our most popular majors with our international students. But I tell students and families it really doesn't matter what major you select at Rollins, because 90% of our faculty have the highest degree in their field. There's no student assistants, there's no grad assistants, it's always the professor teaching class. Professors are going to know your name. Professors will invite the whole class to their home for a nice home-cooked meal. You'll meet the family. You'll meet the dog. Professors are eating lunch with you. So these great relationships are also going to lead if you're looking to do research. You can do research with a faculty member during our summer research program. And the goal is for you to be published and present at a national or international conference. Also, many of our students are doing internships during their time at Rollins. You can see some of the companies, organizations that students have interned, and some of them have also led to job opportunities. And many of our students also will pursue a master's or PhD program, and that's a sample of some of those schools. On my next slide, I'd like to talk about financials. About 85% of our students receive some form of financial aid. Yes, we are private, but remember, 85% of our students receive some type of financial assistance. Our scholarships range anywhere from $10,000 up to, it says $30,000 on the screen, but we also have a full ride scholarship, and you can contact myself or Brandy and we can tell you more about that. But we at Rollins are very proud that we're one of the few schools in the United States that provides both merit and need-based aid for international students. And on the last slide, very quickly, talk about the application process. At Rollins, we accept the Common App, Coalition, or our own Rollins application. We don't have an application fee, so that's great. We use a very holistic approach. When it comes to academics, we will convert your grades into an American grading system out of a 4.0. So our average is about a 3.4. And on your screen, you could probably see our SAT or ACT averages. But we've been test optional since 2008, and you can still get some great scholarships. Thank you, and hope you'll get in contact with us via email.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Michaela Ahlstrom. I'm an Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admission at Santa Clara University. And I'm excited to tell you about some of the things that make Santa Clara unique. They are our location, our Jesuit philosophy, and our size. Next slide. So starting with location, we are located on the west coast of the United States. We're about 1 hour south of San Francisco in California. And Santa Clara has pretty wonderful weather year-round, right around 21 degrees Celsius. It's pretty dry, blue skies, green grass, palm trees on campus. It's a little oasis in the Silicon Valley. We're about 30 minutes away from the beaches in Santa Cruz and about a half-day trip away from the slopes in Tahoe. So great place to be if you want to be outdoors. At Santa Clara, we have students represented from 38 different countries and 49 states, and about half of our students are from outside of California. Because we're in the Silicon Valley, Santa Clara has gotten really good at getting students connected to what they want to do. We are surrounded by those multi-billion-dollar companies and unicorn companies. About 80% of our undergrads end up taking on an internship before they graduate, so getting some of that really essential skill that so many employers are looking for. You'll see at the bottom of the screen on the left some of our top employers, but you'll also find that students graduating from Santa Clara end up working anywhere from those big tech companies to the nonprofit industry, becoming teachers, becoming doctors. Really anything that you want to do, you will be able to do with a degree from Santa Clara. Next slide. We are a Jesuit university, so that means the university identifies as Catholic. However, only about half of our students are actually Catholic and the other half are not. You do not need to be Catholic to attend Santa Clara. The main way this will come out for you in your education is in this holistic approach to education of the mind, body, and spirit, and an emphasis on service and on social justice. We are also a mid-sized university, so about 5,500 undergraduate students, and really aiming to always maintain that 11-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio and about 23 students to a class. So opportunity to really get to know your professors. They end up becoming mentors for many students. And then also to have multimodal classes and class experiences, not just lecture-based, but also with some discussion and group activity. Next slide, please. When you apply to Santa Clara, you will apply using the Common Application. You're going to apply to one of our 3 colleges, either the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Engineering, or the Levy School of Business. We're going to be looking at your GPA, but really we want to see that you take advantage of some of that course rigor that's offered at your school. So did you take advantage of the more challenging coursework that's available to you? You'll see our average GPA range between 3.56 and 3.87. And then SAT, ACT scores on the right-hand side of the screen, but we are test optional for the next 2 years at least. So anyway, that's a little bit about Santa Clara. Come and send me an email at any point. I'd be happy to help you out as you prepare your application. Thanks.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tim Neal, and I am the Associate Director of Admission at Sewanee, the University of the South. Sewanee is a liberal arts and sciences university founded in 1858. We're consistently ranked by U.S. News and World Report as one of the top 50 liberal art colleges in the U.S. So why do we call ourselves the Domain? Well, we're home to 13,000 acres, making us the second largest campus in the U.S. We're an intentionally small student body of 1,700 students. There are 170 full-time faculty, which means that you have an average class size of 17 students with a 10-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio. Students really have the opportunity to engage with our domain, the campus, the mountaintop, in a lot of different ways. We're 45 minutes from Chattanooga, 90 minutes from Nashville, Tennessee, and an hour, 2.5 hours from Atlanta, Georgia. Unlike a suburban or a urban campus, students can really sink their teeth into the campus in ways that I think only 13,000 acres can lend itself to. We have 60 miles of hiking trail. And on the next slide, you'll see how many environmental programs we offer. We have 38 majors and 44 minors to choose from. Their popular programs consist of biology, economics, finance, computer science, English history, international global studies, politics, and psychology. We also have partnerships with Columbia University, Rensselaer Polytechnical Institute, and Washington University in St. Louis for a 3-2 or a 4-2 track in engineering. We have students currently enrolled at Columbia and WashU. We also have a partnership with Vanderbilt for students really interested in medicine called the Vanderbilt Swanee Undergraduate Research Experience, giving students two summer semesters of clinical work, and a partnership with Yale University in psychology, giving students summer access to research. Through the Swanee Pledge, we pledge that every new student has the ability to study abroad at no additional tuition cost, that they have funding for at least one summer internship or research assistantship, and we guarantee graduation in 4 years or less with at least one major. So this has led to some pretty great outcomes. On the last slide, you'll see 16% of our grads go straight into graduate school, while 60% of our alumni have advanced degrees. 95% of international graduates pursue a graduate degree or enter the workforce within 6 months of graduating from Swanee. And applying to Swanee is simple. We only accept the common application. It's free to apply. We've been test optional since 2009, and you're automatically considered for scholarships just by applying to the university. In terms of need-based aid, we require the CSS profile and Swanee's own proof of finance form, but we do meet 100% of demonstrated need for all admitted students, and that includes international students. International students will be packaged with scholarships and grants, never loans, and they are eligible for work-study positions on campus. So I'm going to turn things over to our last presenter at Tampa.
Thank you, Tim. Hello, everyone. My name is Jamie, and I'm representing the University of Tampa. The University of Tampa is located in beautiful Tampa Bay, which is also located in the state of Florida. As you can see from the pictures, we are a full campus-based university. However, we're located right in the downtown Tampa area. So this means that within a couple of minutes walk from our campus, students have access to shopping, dining, lots of entertainment, sports venues, and the best part, you can also walk to several internships. We're a campus of almost 10,000 students, very diverse, as a lot of our students come from almost 140 countries around the world. Next slide, please. We are considered a medium-sized university, but our average class size is about 22 students, and therefore there's a lot of opportunity for personalized learning. If you're an independent student, it's a really great university for you as well. Some of the other highlights of our campus include state-of-the-art facilities. No matter what you plan to study, we incorporate a lot of technology into all of our academic programs, even the ones within the arts. We offer a very innovative honors program where students can apply to study one-on-one with a professor at Oxford University in the UK. Our students are also very involved in faculty-directed research. If you're interested in attending conferences, presenting papers, posters, you have a lot of opportunity for that. There's also several travel and study abroad options. We offer scholarships for travel and study abroad. You can go with a faculty member or on your own. And the Semester at Sea program is a very popular choice with our students. And finally, we have a huge focus on entrepreneurship and leadership. So no matter what you plan to study, if you want to start your own business, we will help you get there before you graduate. We offer several majors and minors, but some of the more popular ones nowadays include cybersecurity, astro-based physics, actuarial science, computer science, entrepreneurship, media production, and a whole lot more. Next slide, please. Most of our students do stay on campus, and therefore it makes it a very active student body. We offer over 200 different clubs, organizations, and national sports. Our clubs range anywhere from finance clubs, student production, spiritual clubs, a lot of professional clubs, and more. Next slide. While we also do not require the SAT or ACT for admission, we may require a test of English proficiency. We do accept the Duolingo test, and we accept the coalition as well as the common application and our own application, and can provide application fee waivers for all of these. We do offer partial scholarships. Our scholarships are automatically awarded based on your grades at the time of admission, and we also offer some smaller scholarships based on extracurricular activities. If you're interested, I hope you'll look at the information on our website and be in touch with us. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Janie. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to scroll back and go to Chapman because we do have Bryant here with us now. Sorry, we had technical difficulties before, and sorry that I'm going to have to scroll through all of these to get back to the beginning where Chapman is. But we feel like it's really important that they also be a part of this. So hold on one moment. Bryant, are you there?
Yes. Hi. Thanks so much, Brandy.
No problem.
Thanks for your patience as we work through those difficulties.
Okay.
Alrighty. As mentioned. Okay, thank you. As mentioned, my name is Brian Dowd. I work with Chapman University. I'm one of the associate directors here of admission. So to hop right into it, we are one of the oldest and largest private institutions in the state of California. So we are located on the west coast of the U.S. We're located in a city called Orange, which is about 45 minutes south of LA, about 90 minutes north of San Diego. So really well positioned in the state for recreation as well as professional opportunities. With that recreation, we are about 15 minutes away from Disney, about 20 minutes from beaches. So those great California beaches, as well as about 2 hours away from snow and skiing in the wintertime. So really well positioned there. And then for those professional opportunities, since we are so close to multinational companies, we have great opportunities for internships as well as professional development opportunities in some of those larger metro areas like LA and San Diego. Our campus size is about 10,000 students. Of those 10,000, we have about 7,600 undergraduate students. We do really well with bachelor's education, ensuring our students have great learning outcomes and have a great learning environment, as well as a social environment on campus. We are ethnically and geographically diverse here at Chapman, with about 80 countries represented, about 49 different states, to ensure that our classroom environment is diverse enough for you're learning from individuals who have a different perspective than you do. Our small class sizes really stand out with us, with 13 to 1 as a student to faculty ratio in this area, and 23 as an average class size. And with that, you do get that one-on-one attention from your faculty to ensure those great learning outcomes, as well as personalized attention in the space where you would like to engage with a faculty member as a mentor, as well as a collaborative environment with your peers. On the next slide, I just want to mention that when you think of opportunity, think of Chapman, think of opportunity. 60 different undergraduate programs to choose from that range from film to business to communication, sciences, some of the arts as well. So lots of different programs. As a comprehensive liberal arts institution, you will have the opportunity to really specialize and tailor that program of study to things that you really want to learn, with the opportunity to double major and minor, as well as branch out and just take courses that you're interested in. We know that education extends outside of the classroom, so we want to make sure that we also have things you can do outside, which is 175 ways to get involved, either social, academic, civic, as well as athletic opportunities for students to keep them engaged in the learning process, but also give a great social environment while you're here. 89% of our students have found success within the 6 months of graduation, and that really goes back to that experiential learning, lots of project-based learning, research opportunities, internship opportunities here at Chapman, really engaging our students in an academic way that is very successful for them. On the next slide, you'll see that we are a holistic review institution. So we are on the Common Application. You'll look at your educational transcript, recommendation letters, essays and supplements, your extra and co-curricular activities. And as a test optional institution, we do not require the SAT or ACT examination, but we will accept English proficiency in the form of Duolingo. So we do encourage students to take the Duolingo English test as a way to prove their English proficiency. You can see some of the averages from our previous class here. But you'll also notice that the acceptance rate that we have is one that's across the university. We do offer scholarships for students in the form of merit-based aid as well as need-based aid, and I'd be happy to continue talking about that in the virtual space at our individual table. So thank you again so much, Brandy, for allowing us to come back to this.
My pleasure. Okay, so we're going to go back and show again our institutions' names, and just want to thank everybody for being here. There's a lot of similarities between all of our universities, but there's of course some nuances that differentiate us, mainly being location and size, but the admission process is very similar. And so we hope that you found this very beneficial, and we hope that you will reach out to us and email us if you have any questions, and we hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brandy, and look forward to seeing all of you back in spring.